We are here at the Church of the Visitation in Kerem, Israel, next to Jerusalem, and let's discover the place together. I won't say anything, you just take it in, the beauty of the place.
Kind of like purification that also resembles the baptism. John was kind of an entrepreneur, okay? Because it was a custom that was common also in Judaism.
I'm going to read to you what is written here. According to tradition, it was here that Mary met her cousin Elizabeth and sang a hymn of praise, the Magnificat, a song of gratitude to God, the Savior and Lord of history. The Virgin Mary's visit to Elizabeth was first set in a place other than of the birth of St. John at the beginning of the 14th century. Zachariah's house is in the mountains of Judea. In this place there are two churches, and between these churches flows a spring that is quite full of water. At the side of the first church, it is said Elizabeth was greeted by the Blessed Virgin Mary. It is also said that the Blessed John the Baptist was hidden there during the slaughter of the innocents. At the side of the second church, the Blessed John the Baptist was born. Father Giovanni Fidanzola of Perugia, 1330. Going beyond the Gospel episode, the same church also conserves the memory of the hiding of St. John the Baptist, taken up by apocryptical pro-evangelium of John 2nd century. Beyond a small valley full of trees is the mountain toward which Elizabeth ran with her own son, saying, "Mountain, receive a mother and son." And the mountain opened and offered them refuge. Herod's soldiers who were following them reached that point and finding no one returned confused. Even today one can see the place where this happened, marked in the rock. Above it a small church, under which is a little grotto. In front of its entrance another little church has been added. From this grotto flows a spring that quenched the thirst of Elizabeth and John while they were in the mountain, staying there served by an angel until the death of Herod. Relics of earth from the grotto of Elizabeth and John were conserved as early as the 7th century in Rome, in the Lateran treasury and elsewhere. A stone exposed in the crypt continues this tradition today. In the 14th century, the sanctuary was under the care of the Armenian monks, who left it shortly afterwards. The Franciscans acquired the site in 1679. The excavations by Father Bellarmino Bagatti, 1937, conducted in view of construction of a new sanctuary by the architect of A. Barluzzi, 1940 to 1939, brought into evidence the remains of the ancient memorial structure that make up part of the upper church and the crypt, with an antique gallery faced in stone that ends over the well, a well permanently fed by a thin stream of water. Of note is the well-conserved Crusader Hall above the south side of the church. And here you have the Magnificat in all different languages. You can see that here. It's in all different languages. We just go to one here. Luxembourg. You have your Luxembourg. There's one. You see that down here with the yellow frame, for example. No? So you see in all different languages. Tamil over there, I see right now. In Galicia, in Galicia, Spanish. And you will see the stream of pilgrims coming to that place. And then you can go on the right. You go further down that road here, or that little entrance, sorry. And you have a little And you can imagine that could have been how Elizabeth lived, how the structure of the house was. And you see it's under the custody of Terra Santa of the Franciscans. And there's the upper basilica. This is a holy place. We go together there. Again, here's this beautiful. So I leave you now without talking, and you take it in how it is.
The place itself where the event took place. So here, the Visitation.